From your local election headquarters now, any minute now, two big developments are expected in the court battle over New York's 22nd congressional district race, as a huge portion of central New York goes unrepresented in Washington for yet another day. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan has been watching this for us. Andrew, a couple of different things coming out today. So what should we be looking for anytime now?
Well, Jeff, I honestly thought one of the two, at least big decisions, big rulings would have already come out by now, but we're still waiting for both of them. And let me explain what both are. First, we're waiting for the state Supreme Court judge in Oswego to decide how many of up to 1,000 ballots will be counted, because they had been previously rejected for a variety of reasons, and then those ballots were challenged by the candidates in real time after Election Day, saying that they should count. But it's up to the judge ultimately, and some of these rejections include stray pen markings, or in one case a stain that couldn't be determined between whether it was chocolate or blood. So a lot of interesting things for the reasons these ballots were thrown out, but the judge now will decide what he wants to do with them. The other thing we're waiting to find out, with a deadline of 6 o'clock on the Oneida County Board of Elections to update its vote totals for each candidate. This is after 3 days of what you're looking at, the Board of Elections counting hundreds of ballots that the elections staff there in Oneida County actually rejected because they claimed the voters weren't registered. But the judge found out that they weren't registered according to the Board of Elections because the Board of Elections never actually processed their registration submitted through the DMV. So the judge says those voters should have been eligible, and any votes that might have come in through an affidavit ballot by those people who thought they could vote should count. Again, we really don't know what this means for either candidate yet, because if they're only separated by a few dozen votes on paper, but there's hundreds or maybe thousands of votes outstanding, it's still technically a dead heat. But again, two big decisions we're sitting and waiting for. I'm refreshing the court document website every few minutes to see if something's been posted. Nothing yet, but we're watching. And really, these two decisions could indicate where this race will go. And of course, if someone loses the decision, they can always appeal it to the next level of court in New York State, Jeff. So despite what happens tonight, it's a big step, but it's still not over.
So I guess the judge's decision that we would have somebody by the time the new Congress was sworn in won't happen. We won't even have anybody by February, it looks like.